there's nothing like really in my town. We had to drive like 20 minutes to get to a Walmart. We have a grocery store and a Family Dollar, and that's about it.
A lot of them come from broken homes, but not only broken homes, it's so much more than that. Just experiences that I've never even thought of.
I don't think that you can impact adults the way you can impact children. I don't think you can give back to adults the way you can give back to children.
It introduces you to something that you are not going to get in a regular elementary education program.
It just shows you that there's many ways to teach, and not one way is right, but you have to find out what works for you.
We have some of the best teacher education programs at our universities in the country. Our students are recruited from all 50 states to come and teach.
Not only are they prepared to teach in Philadelphia or another urban setting, but they're also prepared to teach in any setting.
Education is emancipation. Education is self-determination. I mean, if you don't have a quality education, other people are going to be determining your future for the rest of your life. If you have a quality education, then you determine your own future.
A teacher, Henry Adams once wrote, affects eternity. He can never tell when his influence stops. Teaching touches lives. It inspires art and culture. It betters society. For many children, a teacher exerts a profound influence on the course of their lives. Urban school districts face tough challenges in recruiting teachers. They have to fight everything from severe budget limitations to stereotypes about living and teaching in the inner city.
Why teach in a large urban district? Because that's where you can really make a difference.
The students need to have the opportunity to interact with faculty, with parents, and with students of diverse ethnic origins and diverse languages.
We think that exposing them to those kinds of educational opportunities is a fundamental part of their training and preparation.
Programs such as the Urban Seminar allow us to bring people in early on in their process of determining what they want to do in the future, expose them to our children, to our community, to our city.
So this program is vital so that we no longer have a teacher shortage in Philadelphia or in other inner city areas in this state.
For more than 10 years, the Urban Seminar has exposed teaching students from the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education's 14 universities to the challenges and rewards of teaching inner-city children.
They're kids, and every kid needs you, whether it's in the city, whether you're on a farm, or whether you're in the suburbs. If you want to be a teacher, these are kids too.
I think there's opportunity every day to reach people where their need is. Why these children? Why any children? Why not?
Philadelphia Urban Seminar was designed to address the needs that we found our teacher preparation students had. The bulk of them who were graduating were not able to get jobs in the small towns and rural areas in western Pennsylvania, and as a result, we're having to go out of state for jobs.
The Urban Education Seminar provides an opportunity for the students to participate in the classroom, observing and helping out, or actually teaching in the classroom.
The program's main goal is to get students into an urban setting. The other part of it is to give them a good cultural experience in the city and give them exposure to the city.
And this is an opportunity for us to have our students go to Philadelphia to experience diversity, to experience folks who don't look like them or don't speak their same language, yet it's a safe and comfortable way to see if you might like teaching in an urban area.
A good teacher, a teacher who really wants to teach, will put themselves into every type of situation possible to make sure that they are best prepared for any student that might come into their classroom.
The Urban Seminar concept is unique among statewide teacher training programs. Take 350-plus students from the state system's network of 14 mostly rural and suburban universities and immerse them for 2 weeks in the Philadelphia school system. During school hours, they work side by side with urban teachers, many of whom are previous Urban Seminar participants. After school, they go back to their dorm rooms right in the city to reflect on the day and share their experiences with fellow students. At night, it's off to experience the excitement and flavor of city life. For many participants, it's the first time they've ever been to a major city.
There's always things to do. The Art Museum, Baltimore's just an hour and a half away, New York City's an hour and a half away. And you can actually take trains. I've never been on a train, so trains and subways are new to me too.
A lot of our students don't travel. They don't leave this region. So this is a wonderful opportunity to say, okay, it's only 2 weeks, it's in the summer, you'll get a chance to meet teachers, students, parents, see a little of the city, and see if you like it.
Over the first weekend, students gather with local residents to spruce up an inner-city neighborhood. They paint, clean, build, repair, and help out in any way they can.
A big component is to meet the parents when we go out to Norris Square, meeting the parents and the students, folks in the community, and see that they're just like community folks back in Mansfield.
This unique blend of classroom, community, and cultural immersion gives Urban Seminar participants a 360-degree view of what it really means to be an inner-city teacher.
You're like smack in the middle of the city, and everywhere you go in here, it's like you go into a grocery store and you're the only white person there. And it's just, it's different, and you kind of like feel intimidated, but they're so nice. So it's, you can't really judge anybody. And that's what I really learned. You can't judge.
There is culture shock, and there's culture shock on both ends. You know, our kids, our district kids, sort of like, what are you about, what's this, and vice versa.
Some do come in with preconceived notions of what it means to live in the inner city and what the children should be like. I do believe, though, the majority leave with a greater sense of what it means to teach in Philadelphia, what our children are all about, and what the Philadelphia community is all about.
The Urban Seminar can be a life-changing experience for the young men and women who go through it. For perhaps the first time, many discover exactly what they want to do with their lives, to live and teach in the city, to make a difference where they're needed most.
It might be called a defining moment. This is really what I want to do, and this is where I want to do it. And if not here, somewhere similar to that. And if we're able to, to help someone make a decision that they want to teach in Chicago, Atlanta, LA, or wherever because of the experience they had in Philadelphia, kids will benefit in the long run.
Many participants return to Philadelphia, but others end up teaching elsewhere. Urban Seminar graduates are busy touching lives across the state, from Pittsburgh to Harrisburg to Reading to Philadelphia, and urban areas in between.
The teacher that I worked with was a young teacher, and she did a really great job, and it was inspiring.
They experience the vibrancy of being in that urban environment, and they also get to know the students in the classroom, not just as students, but as individuals. And they begin to understand and appreciate at a much greater depth some of the issues and challenges that students in urban areas have.
Some of my children will tell you everything, and sometimes you're just like, okay, I don't need to know everything, but they tell you certain things, and you learn that about them. In an urban setting, it helps to take that inside of you and hold it there to help add to the shoulders of the child. They carry a lot on their backs.
It helps to break down some of the cultural barriers and stereotypes that exist about what individuals are like in urban versus suburban versus rural areas of the state.
And today outside at recess, the girls, they taught me how to double dutch, like jump rope. I had no idea ever how to do that. It was fun.
Once a kid hugs you here or tells you something that's a little bit kind of secret for them, that's something that that, wow, like now I'm in with this kid, now I'm in their heart, or now, they really respect me, because kids here just don't tell you their business.
The atmosphere may be different, the people may be different, but we're all basically the same people.
African-American student may not look you directly in the face. For them, it's a sign of disrespect. Grandma told them, you don't look adults in the face. So you need to understand that.
The class that I am with, they are the most well-behaved children that I've seen anywhere. They hunger to learn. The kids yesterday, when we had recess, at least half of them chose to stay inside and continue to work on the writing projects. I don't do that now as a college student, but they chose to do it. They hunger, they thirst for knowledge, and it's really inspiring.
Some realize urban teaching may not be right for them. Even when that's the case, participants take away a body of knowledge and experience they say has better prepared them for a teaching career anywhere in Pennsylvania.
Even if you decide not to teach in an urban school, the traits that you pick up, teacher traits that you pick up, the dedication and consistency and motivation that you pick up in an urban setting will branch out to any teaching that you do.
We have a whole lot of what I call diamonds in the rough, schools that are doing dynamic jobs with children and giving teachers a chance to expand. And it's usually letting teachers know that in Philadelphia it's not only a great place to teach, but it's also a great place if you want your profession to grow in education.
I feel that I'm making a difference with the kids. Even if I can touch one kid's life, that it's worth it to me.
I'm not naive enough to think that I can come in and change the world. However, I hope that whatever class I get, wherever I get, I have the opportunity to impact them through leadership and inspire them to do likewise.
Our kids probably give more to the Urban Seminar participants than the Urban Seminar participants give our kids.
The Urban Seminar meets a critical need by responding to the shortage in urban teachers. It helps break down barriers and stereotypes that have for too long kept people apart. It revitalizes communities by producing dedicated teachers who make a day-to-day difference in children's lives.
It's challenging, but it's really rewarding. And I really like the kids, and they're funny, and every day, you know, something different happens. The kids come in with like crazy stories, and I get, you know, it's just neat.
First day I stepped into the classroom, I saw 30 faces in front of me, and I said, oh my God, now I'm responsible for 30 other people during the day.
The state system is now working to take the Urban Seminar beyond Philadelphia to train prospective teachers in other cities. It's a program that pays big dividends for the children of Pennsylvania.
You can always recall, you can recollect back to even kindergarten teachers, first grade teachers, and those people that helped you and made a difference in your life. And I think that the people that do this in the inner city schools are just very special. Like, the teachers are very special, and they care a lot, and they're just wonderful people for doing that. And the kids need them. And I think the teachers actually need the kids too.